Hello everyone, I'm Erica and welcome to Easy English, where learning English becomes simple and fun. Today we have an incredibly important topic for everyone learning English: daily conversations you absolutely must know. These are the short, simple phrases you use every single day. They help you communicate with people, buy things, and simply live a full life in English. For beginners, this is especially important because these basic phrases become the foundation for all future communication. Before we start, a quick reminder: please like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to Easy English if you haven't already. It really helps us a lot. And definitely leave comments. I absolutely love reading them. Greetings. First words in communication. Let's start from the very beginning. What do people usually say when they meet? Of course, greetings. This is the first thing you must know. The simplest greetings are hello and hi. Hi can be used with friends. It's more informal. Hello works for everyone. It's a universal polite greeting, but we have different greetings for different times of day, and this is very important to know. In the morning, when you wake up or see someone before noon, we say, good morning. Imagine you go to a coffee shop at 8 a.m., you say, good morning to the barista. It's polite and common. After noon, approximately from 12 o'clock to 6 p.m., we say, good afternoon. If you meet a colleague at work after lunch, good afternoon would be the perfect choice. When it starts getting dark, in the evening we say, good evening. This works well when you arrive somewhere at night, for example, at a restaurant, or meet a friend for dinner. And what about when you go to bed or say goodbye to someone late at night? Then we say good night. But it's important to remember, this is usually a farewell, not a greeting. If you leave a party at 10 p.m., you say good night to everyone present. After you greet someone, what do people usually ask? That's right, how are you? This is a very common question, and it's polite. You can ask this to your teacher, friend, or someone you just met. Anna Basquet, what are the most common answers? The most common is, I'm fine, thank you, or I'm good. These answers are very positive and simple. I'm good is very popular nowadays. Sometimes, if you're not feeling great, you can say not bad. This means you're okay, not fantastic, but fine. And always remember to ask back, how are you? And you? Or how about you? This makes the conversation friendly and shows you care. It's polite and demonstrates concern for your conversation partner. Meeting new people. After basic greetings, sometimes you meet new people. What do you say then? When you're meeting someone new, you can say, my name is, and then ask, what's your name? This is how you learn people's names. When someone tells you their name, what's nice to say? You say, nice to meet you. This is a very friendly phrase. You can also shake hands or just smile. It's a warm phrase that creates a good first impression. This is a wonderful summary of greetings and introductions. Remember, practice these phrases out loud every day. Repetition is the mother of learning. Politeness words, magic words of daily communication. After basic greetings and introductions, let's talk about incredibly important words, politeness words. These words you absolutely must know. They make your speech kind and respectful. First and most important, please and thank you. These words are so important in every language, especially in English. When do we say please? We say please when we ask for something. It makes your request polite. For example, can I have a coffee, please? Or if you're at home, pass the salt, please. Always add please. It's like a magic word. And after someone gives you something or helps you, what do you say? We say thank you or thanks. Thanks is a bit more informal, maybe with a close friend. Thank you works for everyone. For example, if someone opens the door for you, you say thank you. When someone says thank you to you, how do you politely respond? You say you're welcome or sometimes no problem. No problem means it was easy to help you. It's a common phrase in daily life. And what about when you want to get someone's attention? For example, a waiter in a restaurant, or when you walk past someone in a crowd, or if you accidentally bump into someone. For such situations, we say, "Excuse me." If I want to ask you a question, I would say, "Excuse me, can I ask a question?" Or if I need to walk between two people, "Excuse me." And if you make a small mistake or do something wrong, for example, step on someone's foot or drop something on the floor, what can you briefly say to show you're sorry? That's sorry or I'm sorry. It's good to say it right away. For example, "Oh, sorry if you drop something," or "I'm sorry I didn't see you." These words, please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sorry, are incredibly important for daily conversations. They make your speech very polite and friendly. Use them often. They really make a big difference in how people perceive you. A simple "thank you" can make someone's day better. Small talk, the art of light conversation. After basic greetings and politeness words, sometimes you want to talk a bit more, but not about big important things. This is called small talk. Small talk is like a friendly little chat to create connections. It's not about serious topics, just light, friendly conversation to break the ice. What are some easy topics for small talk? The easiest is probably the weather. Everyone talks about the weather because it's constantly changing. You can say, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" And I can answer, "Yes, it's sunny," or "No, it's raining." You can also say, "It's beautiful outside," or "It's a bit cloudy today." Or you can say, "It's cold today," or "It's hot." Very simple. You don't need to be a weather forecaster. You can also ask, "Is it always so hot here?" What else can we talk about in small talk? What if it's Monday morning and you meet a colleague? You can ask about someone's day or weekend. For example, "How was your weekend?" This is a very common question on Monday mornings. You can answer, "It was good, thank you. I relaxed a lot," or "It was busy but fun." And then you can ask, "How about yours?" This keeps the conversation going. Wszystko. Another easy way is just commenting on something in the moment. For example, if you're at a cafe or standing in line. If I'm holding a nice cup of coffee, I can say, "This coffee smells good." Or if I see someone with a nice bag, "That's a nice bag." Or if you're standing in a long line, "This line is long, isn't it?" Just a simple observation about the situation. You're not complaining, just making a friendly comment. This isn't deep conversation, just a friendly comment. It's like a little bridge for talking to people you don't know very well. This is very useful. It helps you feel more comfortable with people. Small talk is great. It helps you connect and feel more comfortable speaking English in everyday situations. Don't be afraid to try these phrases. Basic personal information. In our daily conversations, sometimes we need to ask very basic personal information. Nothing too private, just simple things to get to know someone a little. One of the most common questions you'll hear, especially when traveling, is "Where are you from?" This helps people understand your background. You can answer, "I'm from Ukraine," or if you want to be more specific, "I'm from Kyiv." It's simple and direct. And then you can ask, "And you?" or "You back?" It's polite to return the question. Another common question, especially for English learners: "Do you speak English?" You can answer, "Yes, a little." Or if you're just starting, "No, not much, but I'm trying." Even if you speak a little, it's good to say, "Yes, a little." It shows you're trying and open to practice. People usually appreciate that. Don't be shy. Even a small attempt to speak English is better than staying silent. Sometimes people might ask, "What do you do?" What's a simple answer? This means, what is your job? You can say, I'm a student, or I'm a teacher, or I work in an office. Keep the answer short and simple. These questions help you learn a little about another person and share a little about yourself in a friendly way. Shopping, essential phrases for stores. Now let's go to the store. We all need to buy things, from food to clothes. What are some key phrases for shopping? When you enter a shop, the shop assistant might ask, "Can I help you?" They want to know if you need help. If you need help, you can say, "Yes, please," and then say what you want. If you're just looking and don't need help, you can say, "No, thank you, I'm just looking." This is very common. If you see something you like but don't know the price, you can point and say, "How much is this?" This is incredibly useful for anything you want to buy. Or if you know the name of the item, you can say, "I want a coffee, please," or "I need some milk." It's direct and clear. And if you're looking for something specific, like apples, you can ask, "Do you have apples?" Or "Where are the apples?" When you decide what you want, you can say, "I'll take this, please," or "I'd like a sandwich, please." After you pay, what do you say? "Thank you, of course." And they will say, "You're welcome." Shopping conversations are often very short and direct, but these phrases help you complete your purchase smoothly. Don't be afraid to use "please" and "thank you" many times when shopping. It always makes a good impression, asking for directions when you're lost. What if you're lost or need to find something in a new place? We need some basic directions. This can be very important when traveling. The most important for many people. Where is the bathroom? This is a universal need. You can say, "Excuse me, where's the bathroom?" Remember, "Excuse me" first. Or, "Excuse me, where is the train station?" The person might point and say, "It's over there," or "It's straight ahead," meaning go forward. And if you want to know if it's a long walk or close by, you can ask, "Is it far?" And the answer is usually, "Yes, it is," or "No, it isn't, it's near." Very simple. If you're really lost, you can just say, "I'm lost." People will usually try to help you if you say that. Or point to a map and say, "How do I get here?" These simple phrases can help you navigate in a new place and find what you need. Don't be afraid to ask. Most people are happy to help, ordering food and drinks. Now I'm hungry. Let's talk about ordering food and drinks at a simple cafe or restaurant. This is a very common daily conversation. When the waiter or waitress comes to your table, they might ask, "What would you like?" Or, "Are you ready to order?" I can say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" Or, "I want water, please." You can also say, "I'll have a juice, please." If you want food, "I want a sandwich, please." If you're not ready, you can say, "Not yet, thank you," or "Just a moment, please." If you have a question about the menu, you can say, "What is this?" if you don't understand an item, or "What do you recommend?" if you want advice. After you eat and are ready to leave, what do you ask for? The bill. You say, "The bill, please." Or, a bit more politely, "Can I have the bill, please?" After you pay, what do you say to the waiter or cashier? Always, "Thank you." And they usually say, "You're welcome," or "Have a good day." So many opportunities to use "please" and "thank you" when ordering food. They really are everywhere, and using them makes your experience much better. Expressing likes and dislikes. Sometimes we want to share what we like or don't like. This is also a very common part of daily conversation that helps share opinions and connect with people. Hey. This is very easy. You can say, "I like coffee," or I like English classes. Very easy to share. You can talk about food, colors, music, anything. For example, I like pop music. And what about something you don't like? For something you don't like, you just add don't before like. So you say, I don't like milk, or I don't like cold weather. For example, I don't like broccoli, or I don't like Mondays. I don't like Mondays is very common. And if you want to ask someone else about their preferences, what do you say? You ask, do you like coffee, or do you like to read? You use, do you like? I can answer, yes, I do, or no, I don't. This is a great way to start a little conversation too. It helps you find common interests with people. It really does. Sharing likes and dislikes helps build connections, so don't hesitate to use these phrases. Basic needs and feelings. Sometimes we just need to say how we feel or what we need, very simply, our everyday needs. These are basic human feelings. For example, I'm hungry if you need food. This is very important to know. Or, I'm thirsty if you need water. You might say this to a friend or when ordering something to drink. And sometimes after a long day, I'm tired. A very useful phrase. You can say this when you come home from work or school. You can also say, I'm sleepy if you want to go to bed. And what if you're not feeling well? If you feel sick, you can say, I'm sick. Or if you have a little pain, my head hurts, or my stomach hurts. And what if you're cold or hot? You can simply say, I'm cold, or I'm hot. These are just simple statements about how you feel right now. Very direct and easy to understand. These phrases are essential for expressing your basic needs and feelings in English. They're short, but very powerful. Don't be afraid to use them. They help people understand what you need or how you feel. Remember, communication isn't just about grammar and vocabulary, but also the ability to express your basic human needs. These simple phrases make that possible and help you feel more confident in an English-speaking environment. Saying goodbye, ending conversations. We've learned so many useful daily conversations today, but all good things must come to an end. So what's our last important daily conversation? It's saying goodbye. The simplest is goodbye or just bye. Bye is very common and friendly, good for any situation. What else can we say when leaving someone? You can say, see you later, if you expect to see the person again soon, maybe in an hour or tomorrow. Or if you know you'll see them the next day, see you tomorrow. This is very specific and helpful. And a nice, polite way to say goodbye to anyone, like after shopping or leaving a meeting, is to say, have a good day. This is very common and polite. Or if it's evening, have a good evening. This is a lovely way to end a conversation. You can also say, take care, which means be careful, or stay well. This is a very warm goodbye. And for weekends, you can say, have a good weekend. This is great for Friday afternoons. These goodbyes are short and easy to remember, and they make your conversations sound natural and friendly. Summary and practice tips. Wow. We covered so much today, from hello to goodbye and everything in between. These daily conversations you must know are truly the building blocks for speaking English. Practice them every day. Don't be afraid to try. Say them out loud. Repeat after me. The more you use these phrases, the easier they will become. Remember the key categories we learned. Greetings. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. And always ask, how are you? Politeness. Please. Thank you. You're welcome. Excuse me. Sorry. These magic words make you a pleasant person to talk to. Small talk. Talk about weather, weekends, simple observations. This helps break the ice. Personal information. Where are you from? Do you speak English? What do you do? Basic questions for getting acquainted. Shopping. Can I help you? How much is this? I'll take this, please. Everything you need in stores. Directions. Where's the bathroom? Is it far? I'm lost. When you need to find your way. Food. What would you like? Can I have? The bill, please, for cafes and restaurants. Preferences. I like. I don't like. Do you like? To share opinions. Feelings. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm cold. Basic human needs. Goodbyes. Goodbye. See you later. Have a good day. How to end conversations nicely. The most important advice: don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. People understand you're learning, and most are happy to help. Use these phrases in real situations. Go to a coffee shop and order something. Ask for directions when you're out. Say good morning to your neighbors. The more you practice in real life, the more natural these conversations will become. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker started exactly where you are now. These simple phrases are your stepping stones to confident English conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today on Easy English. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who are learning English, and most importantly, subscribe to Easy English for many more lessons coming your way. Please leave us a comment. Tell me, what was your favorite daily conversation phrase you learned today? Or what phrase do you use most often in English? I'd love to know, and maybe even feature your comment in a future episode. Thank you for watching. It was a pleasure teaching you today. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using these phrases every single day. See you next time on Easy English. Bye-bye.